What is frost heave? Have you ever wondered how the ground can suddenly rise up in certain areas, especially in cold climates? This phenomenon is known as frost heave. It happens when ice forms within the soil during freezing conditions. As water in the soil freezes, it expands, pushing the soil and anything on top of it upward. This is particularly common in polar regions where permafrost and low temperatures are prevalent. At the heart of frost heave is the creation of ice lenses. These are layers of ice that develop within the soil as freezing temperatures move downward from the surface. Water from the unfrozen soil below is drawn upward to the freezing front. Here, it freezes and adds to these ice lenses. Since water expands by about 9% when it freezes, the growing ice lenses can exert enough force to lift the soil above them. This lifting can sometimes be as much as 30 centimeters, which is about 1 foot or more. For frost heave to take place, 3 main conditions need to be met. First, there must be freezing temperatures that penetrate the soil. Second, the soil must contain water. Finally, the soil needs to be frost susceptible, meaning it has the right texture and porosity. Typically, fine-grained soils like silts and some clays are more susceptible to frost heave, while very coarse or dense soils are less likely to experience it. In polar regions, frost heave interacts closely with permafrost. Permafrost is the permanently frozen ground that stays below 0 degrees Celsius for at least 2 consecutive years. The active layer above the permafrost thaws and refreezes with the changing seasons, creating ideal conditions for frost heave. This cycle of freezing and thawing causes the ground to shift and deform, which can impact both natural features and human-made structures. Frost heave can cause damage to roads, foundations, pipelines, and other infrastructure by leading to uneven ground movement. In Arctic and subarctic environments, engineers must take frost heave into account when designing and maintaining structures. To prevent damage, they use techniques like insulating the ground, selecting non-frost susceptible materials, and managing water drainage to reduce soil moisture. In essence, frost heave is a natural process driven by the freezing of water in the soil, causing the ground to lift and change shape. In polar regions, it is closely linked to the presence of permafrost and seasonal temperature changes, making it an important factor in understanding and managing the stability of both the environment and infrastructure.